entire power of what the platform represents, right? And Janvi, who is better known by her name Mahathalli, which she uses across, right, to represent, will we're going to do a few question answers, and then I just want to for her to express her thoughts of what Instagram and the platform that she's got from that has done for her, right? So first things first, right? What's the secret behind the name?
Mahathalli.
Yes.
Hello everybody. First, అందరికి హాయ్ బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్ చేసేసారా ఎనీవే మహాతల్లి అనే నేమ్ దగ్గరకు వచ్చేసరికి ఐ హ్యాడ్ ఆల్వేస్ వాంటెడ్ టు బీ అన్ యాక్టర్ అండ్ దట్ నెవర్ హ్యాపెండ్. So finally, I worked as an assistant director, and then I worked as a stylist for a movie. But still, someone was never giving me an opportunity as an actor. Okay, and then finally one day when I thought I'll give up everything, that's when I got this web series named Mahathalli Mahan Baudu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I did that web series, and then once that web series got shelved, that Mahathalli name was taken from that web series, and then we started a different channel altogether.
So that's how you just stuck with that name.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. So let's go a little deeper into your Instagram story now, right? How do you feel Instagram helps you express yourself? And yes, please feel free to express in any language that you want to.
Sure. So I make a lot of sketch videos. I'm sure most of you might have seen them. I play different roles, different characters. My mother, my maid, myself, my neighbor. There's so many roles that I play. Kani Instagram lo emaitadante I get to be myself and I get to show people how I am as a person and what I do in my daily life, and there are so many passions that I have apart from acting because once మీరు క్రియేటర్ అయిపోతే చాలా వరకు మీరే చేసుకోవాల్సి వస్తుంది అనమాట చాలా. అండ్ ఐఎమ్ అ ఫ్యాషన్ స్టూడెంట్, సో ఆ యాంగిల్ని కూడా అలా ఎక్స్ప్లోర్ చేయడం జరిగింది. సో ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్ బేసిక్లీ నేను నాకు అనే ఇట్ ఎంపవర్స్ మీ టు బీ మై సెల్ఫ్ మోర్.
Awesome. I mentioned in Instagram videos, Instagram through IGTV, the videos you put on there, using Instagram live. What do you feel? How do these things help you? All the different surfaces, as we call them, but different parts of Instagram, how do they really help you, and what's really working well for you?
Okay. Firstly, I think it helps me connect with people and actually my parents as well. Do you know my mom's on Instagram and she doesn't call me anymore because she's always following me on my stories because I post so many stories on where I'm going, what I'm doing and everything. She doesn't call me anymore. So I love stories aspect of Instagram because on my feed, I try to keep it very visually expressive, like you said. I like to maintain the color coordination and everything. So I don't post everything on my feed, but on my stories, I post everything. Like I create hashtags, for example, there's something like good night that I put up. It's not good night, so I just remove the D. So I just create hashtags, I just have fun on stories. And there are so many stories that you see with my dogs because people adore my dogs. They're just in love with them. Every time I just met someone and they were like, how's Leo? I'm like, he's amazing. So yeah.
How many dogs do you have, by the way?
2.
Okay.
Trying to get one
Stories have a lot. So many dogs, it seems like you have more than 2, right? Tell me, as you've used all these things, what's been the most exciting? Have you used music?
I love music. Just that I just feel somewhere music didn't work for me, I guess. It works when I'm traveling, but on daily basis doesn't work for me. It's just I just like to keep it more of picture. So
Yeah, absolutely. Different things for different people. We recently launched Boomerang.
I love
And
boomerangs.
yeah,
I
so
love
this was a massive launch. It had great acceptance and a lot of feedback from people. Some of the new features there. What have you used there? What are the highlights?
On Boomerang?
Yeah.
Do you want me to talk about the what are those called? Yeah, those not highlights. these ones that we are using, the filters.
Filters,
Yeah, there's
yes,
so many
absolutely.
filters now that you can apply to the boomerang. I just learned it. I learned it like 2 days ago that I can actually apply the filter and then use boomerang along with the filter. I didn't know. I always used to think, Arey, I like this filter, but how do I apply this onto this boomerang, man? And then I realized, and recently I got to know this. You can do it. You can do it all on Instagram.
Wonderful, wonderful. Tell me, how long have you been on Instagram?
2015.
15.
Yeah.
So the last 5 years, right? How's
5 years, is it? Oh God.
how has it evolved? How has it changed, right, for you? How has Instagram, been part of that life, and how has Instagram changed for you in terms of your usage, in terms of what it means to you?
Okay, initially I used to post random stuff on Instagram, like really random. It could be the artworks that I made. Genie is gonna show you in a bit. It was like, I have grown up so much as a person that I can see when మొన్ననే ఒక 2-3 months before I was looking at my pictures అన్నమాట. When I was just scrolling down and I was seeing how much I have changed as a person, right? There's so much, ante my phones have changed because it was a very bad phone that I had back then, and my picture, whatever. When you just keep that all aside, I think I've grown so much as a person, and yeah.
Say that they get excited, motivated, driven by that count that is their followers, right? How have you engaged with those followers? What do they mean to you?
I think అంటే ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏం చేసినా నేను ఎలా ఉన్నా ఐ థింక్ దట్స్ ఓన్లీ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ మై ఫాలోవర్స్ దట్ ఐ హ్యావ్ హూ హ్యావ్ బిన్ సపోర్టింగ్ మీ కాన్స్టెంట్లీ సో I think I have a very understanding audience. So even if I'm going through something, I can openly talk to them about it. Even if I'm down with a flu, I can just post it on Instagram and I get some such nice positive vibes. And there's so much you share with them, and there's so much that you can connect on. For example, I was traveling the other day and then I just posted a picture of these cotton fields. And then one girl instantly responded saying, hey, that's my cotton field.
Wow.
I was like, oh, wow, nice. So it's just, they're just good relationships. You would never meet these people otherwise, if not on Instagram or any other platform. So
That's nice. Have you had any moments where you felt creators, right? Is sometimes they hit some sort of hurdles, right? But one thing that really helps them break away, right, is collaborating with other creators. Has that worked for you? Do you collaborate with others? Do you encourage other creators to come on board and collaborate? That's really one of the things that we believe Instagram as a platform is very good at.
So we have a small community within, right? So I work very closely with Tamada, as you all know. So we have so many creators in-house. So we're always together, and we're always having stories together, right? Like people like to see all of us together.
Yep.
It can be Harika from Dettadi, it can be Nikhil Kasko, it can be Pakkinti Gurradu, it can be all these creators. And we're all at one place. That itself is so exciting that I have never thought about collaborating with someone else.
No, but this is a wonderful way of collaboration, right?
Yeah, maybe.
What would you advise people who are trying to grow, right, through collaboration? What else could they try? You have a a close group, right? How do you look at other people, right? Because one of the things we want to do with Born on Instagram is help creators learn
Yeah, why
from the other
not?
creators.
Actually, that's a very good point. I think that needs to happen because there's so much talent out there, and that needs to be seen, and they need to be, empowered with whatever. And when we initially started, I know how difficult it was for me. So for all these new people, they get stuck at some point and they don't know how. And there are people who are like, can you just give me a small shout out, because it helped them.
Yep.
Because why not? I would definitely look at collaborating with all the new creators, and if it helps them, let's make the community better.
Thank you. That is the spirit of Instagram. Karan, I wanted to open up for questions. So do you
Mahathalli, thank you, Manish.
you.
We're open to address a couple of anything you have on Born on Instagram or on Instagram itself.
Too. So Instagram is usually a place where you often want to post, like you said, all the interesting updates. But how do you keep jealousy and envy at bay, considering you have a blessed life? How do you deal with trolls? Do you respond? Do you react or ignore or address them?
You know, every time I got trolled, I got a negative comment regarding body shaming or whatever it was, I used to get really. I know there were so many nights I was just sitting and crying, and there were no other thoughts. But then you talk to people, you talk to your friends, you talk to your family, but to be really honest, no one can help. It should be you, it should come from within. You need to understand that whatever the other person is saying, that's purely their opinion and it's not a fact. And that's something that I have understood by myself, and that's something that creators should all understand. ఎందుకంటే ఎవరైనా చెప్పేసినప్పుడు వాళ్ళకి తెలియదు అది ఎంత పించ్ ఉంటుంది, ఎంత పెయిన్ ఉంటుంది అనేది. ఎందుకంటే దే ఆర్ నాట్ ద వన్స్ ఫేసింగ్ ఇట్. మన ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ మనకే తెలుస్తాయి అన్నట్టు మన కమెంట్లు కూడా మనకే అర్థం అవుతాయి ఎంత బాధ ఇస్తాయి అనేది. సో యా, వన్స్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్, వన్స్ యూ ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు క్వశ్చన్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ అండ్ గెట్ ఆన్సర్స్ టు దెమ్, ఐ థింక్ యూర్ గుడ్. అలా